So hey, before we get started, have you guys seen the new Top Gun movie? 2 thumbs up, for sure, right? Absolutely great movie. Loved it. Definitely took me back in the 80s, watching that first one many years ago. Can't believe how many years ago, how old I am now. But big fan. I don't know how many of you liked it. You can throw it in the comments if you want. But let's talk about the thumbnail. Hey, it's Thursday, so jump in the comments. Let me know how your area is looking, gas prices and such. Our area's gas is still hovering around $4.59. Kind of fluctuates, $4.56, $4.59, kind of up and down. That's where we're at right here. I live in Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. And grocery stores, still pretty good for stocking. Definitely a prepper paradise right now. You can pretty much find everything I want, and I'm super grateful for that. Speaking about being grateful, when's the last time you've really gone out and just made up your mind, I'm going to be thankful and grateful to all those that have stocked my shelves? All the workers that over these last couple of years, through all the ups and downs and the supply issues and some of the irate customers going in because they can't find their Twinkies. But no, seriously, cost of prices going up, people on edge, meat prices gone up, sometimes things disappearing off the shelves. You know what I'm talking about. Just the chaos that we've seen, the roller coaster, the ups and downs. Things start disappearing off the shelf. Everybody comes on YouTube and everybody starts watching the prepper channels, and everyone starts, I want to prep. And then things get better and they kind of forget. Oh, I stopped prepping. I don't prep anymore. And then, views go down on YouTube, and I'm talking just the ups and downs. When's the last time you've been thankful? Like, all these people that have worked to try their best. Now, yes, there are the bad apples. I get that. Trust me, I've had my fair share of frustrations at Walmart. The blocked aisles and those big shopper buggies that they do for their call-in pickups that they do, and they just totally block up the aisles. And trust me, I have my share of frustrations, but trying to be grateful, trying to be thankful, trying to have that spirit of that. In restaurants, they're still fighting and dealing with a lot of issues. Sometimes it's employee issues, cost issues. What about these small businesses? I was going through a drive-through. This has been, I think I've told this story a long time ago, and it's been about a couple years ago. I was going through a drive-through, and I try to, even today, up to today, to show gratitude and gratefulness and thankfulness. But sometimes you see somebody having just a really hard time. They're struggling. I went to a drive-through, and I was going up to the window to get my food, and I could just tell, the person just seemed just distraught, just anxious and almost angry, and just, and I was thinking, oh no, here we go. But I decided, I'm like, you know what? Kill with kindness, right? I've tried it in my life many times. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I just figured, you know what? No, I'm going to show gratitude and gratefulness, and I did. I told the young lady that was out there at the window, and I said, hey, I really appreciate all you do. I come here once a week or however often that I visit, and I said, I appreciate your all's hard work. I know sometimes it's hard during these lunch rushes when it's just backed up and bumper to bumper out to the road of everybody being impatient, trying to get their food. And well, she broke down and started crying. And I was like, whoa, what did I say? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? But she did. She started breaking down and crying. And she thanked me. She said the car that was right in front of me had just given her the hardest time, the most rudest, hateful people that she's ever had to deal with. And being at a lunch rush like that, it just really is taxing on people, especially if they're short-handed or the kitchen's short-handed, and the people that get blamed are the people that they see, and they take the brunt of frustrations and things. And that's life. That's what happens. But sometimes you just don't know what's going on behind the eyes of somebody that you're conversing with. They may have a smile on. They might be faking it. They're faking it till they make it. But you don't know who you're talking with. You don't know who's struggling, who might have that home life where they're dealing with these high costs of utility bills and electric bill now with this hot summer. Oh my goodness, it's going to just go through the roof. People's mortgages, taxes have gone up, which is added to their monthly mortgage payment. Rent has gone up. I know people personally that they've had landlords come to them and said, "Hey, I apologize. We're going to have to raise rent, just due to all the extra expenses and things in life, the cost of inflation and things that we don't have a choice. We're going to have to raise rent." And a lot of people that can put a pinch. They're already going up with gas prices, already going up with food prices, material prices, things they need for their household, things they need for their car. Prices going up, oil changes, tires, batteries, windshield wipers, headlight replacements, whatever it is, just cost of everything's going up. And some people it hurts. I'm very fortunate that I have a place of work that they've made sure that they've done their best to try to keep up with some inflation by giving us a little extra for our paychecks, and I really appreciate that. It's very commendable, and I hope some of your all's works have kind of done the same to try to help out as possible. And I know some places can't. They're facing their own struggles. Some small businesses and places are already dealing with their own pocketbook issues. So it's hard. And you might say, well, it's hard to be grateful. It's hard to be thankful. It's hard to show gratitude when I feel like I'm in a pincer. You ever see one of those vice grips? You use them for your workshops. If you got a workshop in your house, in the garage, or out back, you got a shed. But a lot of places it's a vice grip. You can turn it and twist it, and the two metal pieces just keep getting closer and closer together, and it squeezes. And you can just twist and squeeze that vice grip, and you could really put pressure on whatever the item is to hold it in place, or to push it together, or to hold it together while something's drying, or whatever you're using it for. But life can sometimes feel like that way, that it's just pressuring you. Now I could say, hey, look on the bright side. It's like how diamonds are made, right? Maybe you're going to be a diamond coming out of this. Now we're all going to learn something. I hope that we are looking at it, that we can try to learn something. And maybe learning on, hey, we're spending too much money on entertainment, too much money on eating out. Some people are like, what's eating out? You haven't done that for years. The cost of living, everything's going up. It's real. And shrinkflation's real. Sometimes we buy different things. Something as simple as going to the movies, right? And you see, you go to the Dollar General to get that $1 box of candy. Do you know there's not as much candy inside those boxes as there used to be? And it's still $1. In some instances, they've raised it to $1.25. Just depends on where you go. But it's definitely less product for the same amount of money. So the cost has gone up per ounce. So now you may have to get some extra boxes to share, or you have your candy all eaten before credits, before the opening previews. Before the movie even starts, you've already had all your candy because there was only a handful in there to begin with. And who's guilty of that? And we pop our own popcorn, and we smuggle our popcorn into the movie theater because I'm not paying $10 for a small bag of movie popcorn, even though movie popcorn is the bomb, all right? It's the stuff. But no, we have to cut costs. It's somewhere you're already paying an arm and a leg to go see a movie. But certain movies that I'm going to go to the theater to see, that's just how it is. I'm going to make sure that's my splurge item for that month or for whenever we're doing. But certain movies I'm going to go see at the theater. That's just how it is. And that's some of my little bit of entertainment that we get to add throughout the week. But look, I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's struggling, and these Thursday videos are meant to not be negative, but just as an opportunity to share, as a soapbox. You get a soapbox to be able to jump in the comments and talk about some of the obstacles that you're facing. Some people are having a hard time finding a place to live. Some people maybe certain products they can't find or things. But it's just a chance to vent too. It's just, you kind of get it off your chest and to realize you're not alone. You're not alone. You got a whole community here that's facing a lot of the same issues and sees a lot of the same things that you're seeing. And coming back later to read everybody else's comments, I love doing that. And I hope that some of you do the same thing. If you don't mind, give this video a thumbs up. This type of a Thursday, I'm not showing a bunch of supplies and things. I just kind of wanted to make this like an uplifting event and a chance for positivity. You flip on the news, you see plenty of negativity, plenty of stuff to be concerned about. Okay, there's plenty. If you want your fix of that, then you have the different channels. You can flip that on, and you can get your fill of all that stuff going on. But try your best just to help somebody else out. Sometimes when you're helping somebody and you find somebody that's a little worse off than you are, it kind of makes your problems not seem quite as bad. Because I promise you, there's certain areas in our world that are in war, that are homeless, that maybe are fighting for a bite to eat, maybe clean water. There are folks out there way worse than what we have here in America, here on YouTube. So we don't mean for these videos to come across as any type of complaining or whining, but it's informative. It's just discussion, and a lot of times it's boots on the ground where things get discussed here at House of Prep that you don't see in the news. Things get discussed here at House of Prep you won't hear anywhere else because people have taken the time out of their lives to share it with you. So feel free, please jump in the comments. That's where a lot of the gold nuggets are here at House of Prep. Better than the video you're watching. It's getting in the comments and the humanity and rubbing shoulders with other preppers, other humans just like you and me, just trying to figure it out and just trying to be prepared for the what ifs of this world. Y'all take care, and y'all have a great weekend too. Bye now.